for you are God my Savior, and my hope is in you all day long. Teach me your way, O Lord, and I will walk in your truth. Give me an undivided heart, that I may fear your name. Teach me to do your will, for you are my God. May your good spirit lead me on level ground.
Amen. On level ground. Hey, bud. You know that line about the shape of the earth, man? It's not a joke. There's real evidence out there. You got to take a look at it for yourself. Make up your own mind. The Bible says it over 240 times. NASA's lying, man. Here, check this one out. Check this out. They've been caught using green screens and harnesses. You want one, man? See, most people don't. They don't want to know. They're more comfortable living in their illusions and their sins. But God's real, man. He created the heavens and the earth, and that's all He created. And they're lying about this topic. Check on the inside of here. Look, NASA's been caught using green screens and harnesses, man. It's going to blow your mind. Here, look, right there. They've been caught using chroma key screens, green screens, harnesses. There's some links on the front that'll show you exactly where they've been caught. Right there. That'll show you all the times they've been caught using harnesses and whatnot. But yeah, it's a fascinating topic. There's real scientific evidence to back it up. And they're lying, man. Mainstream science is lying. They don't want to be accountable to God. They'd rather factor Him out of the equation, right? Big Bang, heliocentrism, gravity, evolution. These are all theories, unproven theories that they've created to remove God from the equation. You believe in God?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. You're on the right path then, man. You know what I mean? But that's why they're lying about this, because they're hiding the fact that God's real. They found evidence of creation, and then they suppressed it from the American public. It's really crazy, man. It's going to blow your mind. But yeah, I just pray you look into it. You got any questions?
No.
Yeah, that's good, man. Just look, take your questions and go online, research it, take those pamphlets and look up the information for yourself. Not telling you what to believe, man, because I thought it was crazy too. You know what I mean? I would have laughed myself out of here by now. But I applaud you for having an open mind. You got to take a look at the evidence, real scientific evidence, real experiments that prove that there's no curvature to the Earth. Let me give you an example. Well, two examples. Water is always flat and level, right? That's why we use it in building constructions, right? Spirit levels. So if water is always level, the physics of water is always to find and remain level. And the Earth is 70% water. How are the oceans wrapping around this ball? So water is always flat. The oceans are flat. You know, and they would say, oh, well, why don't we fall off the edge and all that? Well, Antarctica is not actually the continent on the bottom. It's the ice ring that surrounds the entire world. And the 200-foot ice cliffs that hold all the waters in. It's just like a cereal bowl. Yeah. You know what I mean? The edges go up a little higher. And that's how all the water is contained. So nothing's falling over the edge. It's just crazy, man. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to lead you back to God. It's going to change your life. But, I don't want to overwhelm you at first. You just take a look at the evidence, make up your own mind. If you look at all the evidence and then you find I don't think it's flat. That's fine. You looked at the evidence, you know what I mean? And you make up your own mind about it. But the evidence is really damning. It really is. There's basically, other than Photoshop, CGI images of the Earth from outer space, there's nothing. Everyone just says, oh, well, we can see the images of the Earth from space, right? Well, they're Photoshopped. They're CGI. They're stitched together. NASA even admits it. You know why? Because they can't get high enough to see the whole Earth. Anyways, I pray you look into it, man. You got all the info right there.
All right, thank you.
You're set. Hey, bud, you know the line about the shape of the Earth? You want to take a look at the info? I thought it was crazy at first, too, man. You don't care? Do you believe in God? You believe in Jesus? Well, that's good. Yeah, well, it's bringing thousands of atheists to the Lord. Because atheists are always demanding proof, right? Give me proof of God's existence. Well, the creation testifies to the Creator, does it not? Yeah, that's what I tell them. But the Bible also says flat Earth over 240 times. Over 240 verses in the Bible describe a flat, stationary Earth with a dome over our heads. Because scientifically, we have to live in an enclosed system. You can't. It's a violation of the second law of thermodynamics to have a vacuum next to a pressurized system without a barrier. There has to be a barrier. You take a spray paint can, and you puncture the side. What happens? It equalizes out. The pressure equalizes because that barrier is no longer there. So scientifically, there has to be a barrier. There's no way around it. These scientists don't want to admit it, man.
That's the ozone layer.
No, it's something solid, man. It's a solid. You have to have a solid barrier to contain gas pressure, right? That's just basic science. It's like it's you know.
Even the government lies to us. So.
Amen. And then guess what? NASA's a government agency. And you know,
say there's no such thing as aliens.
Yeah. No, actually, they're really demons. That's what they're lying about. That's why it's so important, the shape of the Earth, because they're going to say, oh, these aliens are from another planet, and they're our saviors, and they created us, and there's no God. We were made by aliens, right? Because of this whole heliocentric lie. Because these aliens are really just demons. I'm just filming just my own protection, just to keep safe and everything. So anyways, so I just pray you look into it, man. I can't interest you in a flyer? I'm not trying to change your mind, you know? It's just some information, free information. You make up your own mind about it, all right, bud?
Okay.
God bless. Hey, bud, free information? They're lying about the shape of the Earth. Not a joke.
What now?
They're lying about the shape of the Earth, man. It's not a joke. It's not a joke, man. Millions of people out there.
It's tipping off its axis a little bit.
No, that's, you know the 23.4 degree tilt of the Earth?
Yeah.
What's 90 degrees minus 23.4 degrees?
Oh, God. You want me to do math now?
It's simple. I'll give you the answer. 90 minus 23.4 is 66.6. 666. There's 666 all over the globe Earth math.
I got you.
1 mile of curvature.
Here, close this.
1 mile of curvature
Yeah.
equals 666 of a foot. 0.666 of a foot.
I know, because I've been studying, like, you can tell
It's flat.
it's
The water's flat. Water is always flat.
Right. It's
The natural physics, yeah, the natural physics of water is to remain level.
The planet on a whole,
Right.
they're saying it's tipping off its axis a little
Yeah,
bit.
but that's
why
a
we're
lie.
getting all this crazy weather.
No.
And I did a study on the ozone layer.
Yeah.
It was kind of scary.
Do you ever do a study on the firmament?
I did.
The firmament, solid dome structure that
did.
separates the waters from the waters.
Firmament from the firmament, yes.
The waters from the waters, divides the, and that's where God's throne is literally right above our heads, and that's why this topic is bringing thousands,
Where you guys
millions.
from? What is it? Where
This
you
is
guys from?
this is just all the proofs. Well, we got more than that. We got biblical proofs. You got over 240 Bible verses, and look, all the globe math equals 666.
I believe it.
It's
too.
crazy, man, and it's bringing people back to the Lord
Well, what it
in
is-
droves.
yeah, what it is, it's prophecy, Bible prophecy.
Yeah, it's all coming true.
Not only that, a lot of people miss this. Look what scientists are doing with the public space. Okay, now
They're lying. That's what they're doing.
No, see,
Well, they're up there. They're in the ether. That's what
check
they're up.
this
They
out.
just
check
okay.
This out, though. Check this out. Let's say science, they say, oh, we think we found a new planet.
Yeah,
We think we found this. We think we
Right.
found that. Well, see what that is.
it's a twinkle.
God,
The star is twinkling.
God, yeah, but see, God,
And
what he's
they're
doing-
saying there's a planet in the
but
way.
he's working on the.
He's sending them a
he's
strong.
working out there too, man.
It says in the Bible, no. He was
working
not.
out there too.
No, he says in the
Getting our
Bible he'd
attention.
send them a strong delusion. 2 Thessalonians. Read 2 Thessalonians.
Yeah.
He'd send them a strong delusions because they would rather believe the lie than the love of the truth, which is God and his Son Jesus Christ, our only Savior, our only way to heaven.
Well, the only way, yeah.
Yeah.
But see, I see all these as science.
They are, because that's what they were
All
for.
signs.
That's
See,
what they were
when I
made
read-
for.
when I read
Genesis
stuff like
says,
this, yeah.
let the stars be for signs and seasons.
Right, that's why when
That's
I
all
read
they
that-
are. They're not suns billions of miles away. They all focus at the same distance. That's impossible if one's 5 billion light years and the other's 3 light years. They should all focus at different distances. But you know why they do? Because they're all attached to the firmament. They're all attached to the solid dome sky. We have the atmosphere, and then we have a solid structure dividing heaven and earth. And scientifically, that has to be the case, because you cannot have pressure without a solid barrier. You know what the pressure equation is? Pressure equals force over area. Area implies a container. You can't you have to contain a gas in order to have gas pressure.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the atmosphere is about 14 psi. So
Right.
So
right,
if the atmosphere just meets the vacuum of space, there's no way scientifically that would be possible.
Space is in a
It would suck all the atmosphere off the Earth.
Yeah.
So there has to be a solid barrier to the Earth. It's just basic science.
Anyway, I'll get
Yeah.
back to the ozone layer.
Yeah.
I did a study on it. Now it showed you. I know you've seen this picture too.
This is all global warming
Show-
nonsense.
No.
It's Mother Earth worship. That's what it is.
You see the planet Earth.
They want us
Now, you
worshiping
see that
Mother
thin-
Earth.
No, you see that thin protective ring around it?
What? The Van Allen radiation belts?
No, around the Earth.
The ozone.
The ozone, yeah.
Okay.
That thin protective layer around the Earth.
That's not
Now
holding.
here-
That's
here-
not
here.
holding the atmosphere.
Now
in,
here's
bud.
the scary part.
Okay,
Here's
I'm
the scary
listening.
part. We're just saying with all the emissions and all this.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Everything going on, right? With all
It's all
this.
a lie,
Now
man.
they're saying they're poking a hole through it.
Yeah, it's
Well,
all a
here's-
lie. See, they are
here's
trying to
why.
penetrate the
I know,
firmament.
but
They're
here's why
trying.
it's a lie.
No, they hate God, and they're trying to break out of here. That's what they're
What would
trying to do.
happen?
They're trying to break open the firmament
Yeah, but
to
what
get
would
into
happen?
heaven without Jesus.
What would happen, okay, logically speaking, logically thinking, what would happen if, like science says, they're punching a hole through that outer protective ring?
Yeah.
Now, let's say they punch a hole through it, what's going to happen?
What? You tell me.
What's going to happen
in their
according
magic
to
story?
according to their knowledge? Okay.
The sun will cook the earth,
What
right?
will happen is, think about the clouds.
Yeah.
But think about it now. They punch a big hole in it. All the clouds now. What's going to happen? It's going to get sucked right out, right? Logically thinking, right?
Yeah, it should.
Wouldn't that happen?
It should.
And then what happens after that?
More lies.
You see, the Earth's going to shrivel up and dry out, right?
More lies,
So
man.
this is why.
No,
See,
the heaven
I
is
see
all
this
there is,
stuff.
man. That's why. No, that's why outer space is the biggest lie, because they want us believing there's other worlds out there. But this is all there is, man.
This is it.
This is all. That's it.
This is it.
The heaven and the earth. That's it, man. And the stars are just attached
See,
to the
that's
firmament.
science, man.
Yeah, real science always proves God is real.
That's science, you know.
Yeah, real science, not unproven, untestable theories,
Well, that's what goes
not
on.
physics equations going off in
Listen.
thought experiments with physics
What
equations.
does the Bible say about the end times?
It says it's what? It says it's coming. It's
here.
here. Yeah.
It's here. The
God bless
question
you,
is-
man.
The question, we know it's here.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Well,
doing what I'm doing, trying to wake as many people up
what
as I can before that day.
What phase, I want to use the word phase, but what phase of the end times are we actually in?
We're in the end of the
You
end.
know what I'm saying?
The end of the end.
Are we at the beginning? The middle,
No,
the end? See,
the
but
tribulation.
listen,
We could be.
look
The
around.
tribulation could already have started. We don't know, but so some people think it'll start with a bang.
No.
Most people think it'll just be like any other day, and nobody will even realize that the tribulation started. But then, obviously, after 3.5 years, the Antichrist has to be revealed, and then 3.5 years till the end is when the Antichrist will rule on the earth. He'll kill all the Christians
so look
off.
what's going on in government today.
Yeah, it's happening, man. I'm telling
You
you.
can see it.
And this Trump, we all want to believe in Trump as a good guy, but he could be just a
It's
giant
no-
major
it's
plant. We don't know. We
part
don't.
of the
We want to pray and hope that God convicts him and that he moves in his heart.
Every day with all this.
But it's going to happen no matter what.
With all this going on, with all this BS going on
Yeah.
in the world, not
Yeah.
only here, but the whole world,
Yeah.
you can see it. What does Jesus say in Matthew 24?
What?
Therefore watch.
What? There
Matthew
be
24.
There were many false Christs.
Yeah, he says, therefore watch. Watch what?
Oh, that you won't be caught off guard. You'll
Yeah,
know the
watch everything
season.
around you. Watch world
Yeah,
events.
we won't know the day,
He lays it
but
out,
we'll know
doesn't
the
he?
season.
Doesn't he lay it all out? in
Yeah,
Matthew 24?
he says nobody, not even the angels, know the
So
day.
why do people? They know all that
Because they don't believe.
believe. They don't want to.
Right there, that's why. Because they believe in the globe. They believe in the
So
globe.
what do?
We spread the truth. We wake
spread
as
it.
many people up as we can.
That's
And we
it.
do our own research. We don't
all
blindly
this-
believe people. We study it ourselves because we can now. We have all the technology. There's no excuse anymore. Ignorance is a choice.
Exactly.
I'd rather live in ignorance. I'd rather just live in my own sins and forget about God and all that. But that's that ain't going to do well for you at the
Everything
end.
going on today is prophesied.
It is. Yeah.
Everything. That's
Yeah.
why I see it and I'm like, ugh.
I'm glad I moved down to Florida, man, because I used to live in New York, and it was such a
I
godless.
lived up there too, not
so
New York.
godless.
I came out of Connecticut.
Yeah.
I used to go to New York all the time.
A lot. Well, yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
about Connecticut, but the New York, Long Island specifically, is just keeping up with the Joneses. And
Oh, Long
hey, bud,
Island?
free
Oh, yeah.
information, real scientific evidence. It's not a joke, man. You got to take a look at it for yourself. Make up your own mind, okay? God bless.
Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
I lived 70 miles from the city of New York.
Uh-huh.
I used to go to New York all the time.
Yeah.
The Bronx,
Right. Queens,
you
Brooklyn.
name it.
Yeah.
Long Island. Actually, where I lived on the shoreline of New Haven, Connecticut area.
Right, right.
And you can look right across the water and see the stacks in Long Island.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see the stacks in the tanks.
Yeah.
You can see all that.
Yeah.
On a clear day.
Yeah, it's like 40 miles.
Yeah,
So you know how
on a
much
clear
curvature
day.
there should be over 40 miles?
Huh?
There should be over 1,000 feet of curvature at that distance.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you can see it because where I lived at.
Yeah, on a clear day. On a clear day, not on
a
a
hill.
yeah, because it depends
You
on
can
the
see it.
atmospheric conditions.
Yeah, if I got up on top of the hill.
Yeah.
Right? You could look down, see the ocean.
Right.
It actually looked like the ocean was going upward. It did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the curvature you're talking about.
No, it's no curvature.
You know, so it's like it looked like I could be up on a hill. Okay, I could be down the shoreline, look at it. It looks all level, right?
Right.
Then I could go up on top of this hill where I lived. I could stand out in front of my house,
Yeah.
look down at the bottom.
For
look down the
information?
hill,
Okay.
Look down the hill and look down at the ocean, and I swear the ocean looked like it was going up, man.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
it was
that's
weird.
atmospheric refraction.
It
Actually,
was like,
bends
wow,
light.
this is neat.
Yeah.
It's neat to actually see that. It's like, well, I know it's not going up.
Yeah. Well, the fact that you can see it at all just proves that you don't live on a globe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And God created
There's
this
so
place,
much
man.
crap going on.
This is one of the biggest ones, man, because this is keeping so many. Science is people's gods. People, because there's nobody that doesn't have a religion. Science is their new religion. They'd rather believe the priests of scientism than their own eyes, than their own observations. Like I could see the New York City skyline from Jones Beach on Long Island over 45 miles away on a clear day. Impossible. So we don't live on a ball. It's not spinning. We're not.
No.
Do you feel like we're spinning 1,000 miles an hour? We're not. We're not spinning at all. And also, they say the Earth is an elliptical orbit, right, around the sun. Well, an elliptical orbit has.
Have you ever looked through at the telescope?
Yeah.
Now, you ever key in on the planet, and all of a sudden you got to keep readjusting the telescope?
Yeah.
Because the planet's going away from
Yeah.
you?
The planets move.
That's the revolving.
Yeah. No, the planets move.
Yeah, the planet's moving.
The planets do move.
It's like, wow, man, this is neat.
Yeah.
The first time I took out a telescope, I was like, where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Yeah.
You got to keep adjusting it. Like, wow, this is weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. They actually they make their own spirograph patterns
Well,
around the Earth.
everything's got an orbit.
They make retrograde motion. It's not an orbit. It's actually it's going around and then it's going backwards. It goes. You know, retrograde motion.
Mm-hmm.
It appears to go backwards, and it actually does. But then the science creates some explanation for it. But it's actually what it's doing is it's making its own motions in the heavens above us, and it's actually making like spirograph patterns around us.
Yeah, no, it makes those. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does. It does. They do that. Yes,
Yep.
they do.
Yep.
Yep.
So man,
True statement
I
right
just
there.
pray you look into it a little more. God bless you. I'm filming for YouTube. I'm O Timothy on YouTube if you want to check it out.
Ooh, oh, Timothy.
O Timothy, the letter O, Timothy. Hey bud, free information, real scientific evidence. It's not a joke, man. You got to take a look at it and make up your own mind about it, okay?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because that's all I'm asking. I'm not asking you to believe me. Because I thought I was crazy at first with this stuff, you know what I mean? But you take a look at the evidence, there's no evidence for the globe, man. Water's always level.
I gotta run.
All right, man. God bless you. Take a look, man. God bless. Okay, free information, real scientific evidence. It's not a joke. Free information, real scientific evidence. Not a joke, man. Take it seriously. Make up your own mind. Do your own research and make up your own mind about it, okay? God bless you. Oop. Peace, guys.